and getting that done. Couple announcements about some training that's coming up. We've got 3 trainings that you guys might be interested in. How many people here know about URMA, URMA, University Records Management Application? If you don't, come to a class. The next URMA training is the 28th, so a week from this coming Tuesday in South Meeting Room 930. There's also Paperless Office Electronic Records Management, which is March 13th, again, South Meeting Room, 9:30 in the morning. And then there's an email management class, May 1st. But you can visit our website, virginia.edu/recordsmanagement, and see the whole schedule. Marty sort of stole us thunder with the June 12th date for the ISPRO conference. I don't know, who went to the Records Management Conference? I know you came for lunch. Someone who works with him was getting an award. So we're taking from Records Management Conference to the ISPRO conference. So there'll be tracks like Marty talked about on information security, policy, IT policy, and things of that nature. We'll also have records tracks and stuff, and also some other people like Audit and OSP coming to speak. It is at the Omni Hotel, so it's not in the big room here. It's at the Omni, nice food, nice place, free parking. And then there's our Electronic Records Management Day, which I'm going to get Lori to speak to.
First thing, wanted to add on to Caroline's mentioning of the email management class. And that's a class that you may want to really push to your users or push to your end users. We also have some instruction at the end of that class, so we'll have either Stormy Stark or someone else come in and do a little bit of a tutorial on how to use Outlook. I do a little tutorial on how to use the Mac mail version. So it's really more for your end users, and if you've got problem children in that area, you may want to push them that way.
Or if you're a problem child.
Or if you're a problem child. So, Electronic Records Management Day, we're trying to pull this off. Basically, what we want to do is really clean out closets of CDs, hard drives, floppies, you name it. Anything that we can get rid of, we want to get rid of. We're going to be working with CRS, which is the contracted vendor. Interesting acronym. But it's Creative Recycling Services. Sometimes you can't remember, but anyway. So Creative Recycling Services is going to be parking their truck at Carruthers Hall Visitor Parking Lot. We're going to be there all day on March 14th. We're going to have you guys bring your stuff to us. We want you to meet them so you can see how their process works. You can meet them so when they come to your space, you'll know who's walking the halls. We also have been pushing this to your office administrators. So if you've got folks in your front offices who have boxes of floppies that aren't being used anymore, bring them by. If you guys have boxes of cables in your closets you're not using anymore, bring them. And one thing that you are going to have to do if you've got CPUs or any other equipment that's ETF funded, or any other thing with a UVA asset tag on it, you will have to fill out your P1 form and prior to coming. We are also going to have optional on-site hard drive shredding. So if you do feel you've got some hard drives with content on there that you really don't want to risk leaving university grounds, we'll shred it for $5 a drive, and that'll come out of your potato. But we're covering the cost of everything else. We are looking at, when you guys set up for CRS to come in and pick up your stuff right now, you go to the surplus property site and go through their web page. Sometimes that can have a few hurdles in it. It doesn't always work as well as we hope. We're trying to investigate a little bit simpler way for this particular event, possibly just bringing an Excel spreadsheet printed out, or we can. We're still trying to formulate that and get some approvals on it. I can guarantee you it will be simple, hoping for maybe 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 pieces of information that you'll need to have. But that's what we're trying to do. One thing we want to make sure you all know is that as you're gathering your equipment to bring to that day, if it holds PII or other highly sensitive data, you're still responsible for maintaining that in a secure location. So if you go in, this is on a Wednesday, if you go in Tuesday and gather all your equipment, don't just leave it in the hallway the night before, ready to load it up in your truck. Or don't load it up in your truck the night before, before bringing it over. So just be mindful of that. Any questions on that? Yeah.
I guess I'm a little confused. So will CRS be there on site? So if we have machines, monitors, and all that that we normally would go through the surplus site, we can bring that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how does that, because they're supposed to wipe the drives as well?
Yes, we're doing the same thing. Whatever is stated in their contract,
Okay.
they will be wiping the drives. They will be doing all of the same things that they usually do. We're just trying to have it in a one central location for this particular event. They'll also, as you go to the surplus property website, there's a listing of the things that they will accept. That's what we will accept.
Okay.
So anything, your cell phones, your PDAs, laptops, tablets, TVs. If you've got any TVs or CRTs sitting around, bring them.
It's got to be something purchased from the university or grant funds. You can't bring your personal stuff. So we're only doing university stuff. Some people have asked about bringing some home computers and things like that. Unfortunately, we can't go there.
But we'll have more information up on our website, linked over the website.
I'll do an announcement once we get all the particulars. We hope to have it today, but we ran into some problems with the ETF stuff, and so we'll be sending out some announcements with instructions on what you need to do before you come, and then what we can do on site there that day.
Any other questions? Great. Bring all your stuff.
So get that box in the corner of your offices out of the way, please.
Lori, how many people would I have to guarantee you to get you to come locally?